Hey, what's going on, guys? It's your boy Drew back again with another video for all you MLS fans out there. And in this one, we got an exciting one. We got a fun one to talk about. That, of course, is going to be the Concacaf Champions League quarterfinals prediction slash preview. Your boy Drew is going to give you my predictions on who I think is going to go through into the semifinals of this tournament and hopefully win it all for MLS. So, like I said, this tournament is exciting. I'm excited, especially this season, because in every single quarterfinal game we have at least one MLS team playing in that quarterfinal game, and that's exciting. That's progress. That's little progress we have here in hopes of trying to become more and more successful in this tournament and eventually, hopefully, overthrow our Liga MX rivals in this tournament. But I feel like we still got a long way to go. But it looks like this season seems to be like a pretty small, bright light at the end of a dark, dark Concacaf tunnel. Look, I'm going to give you guys my predictions. Going to be short and sweet. Going to get right to the point. Going to give you some straight, hard facts. But first, all you guys got to do for me, for the Drew crew, please subscribe down below. Please comment and leave a like on this video so I know you guys love these types of videos, and then I will keep making these types of videos. Your feedback feeds me. My back. I was trying to be clever, but I can't. But I love your support. All right. Without further ado, let's get right to it. The first game kicking off the quarterfinal bracket is going to be Olympia hosting Montreal Impact. Now, Montreal, a team who kind of impressed me in the first round of 16 leg, drawing 2-2 away from home against, who the hell did they draw against? Saprissa. I always forget Saprissa. They drew 2-2 away from home against Saprissa. Then came home in the second leg in Montreal. Again, another draw, a 0-0. They didn't win so far in this tournament this season. 2 draws, and they just got by on away goals. And you would think, yeah, they might, run out of luck against, Olympia, the team who dethroned or, dismantled and got rid of the Seattle Sounders, the reigning MLS Cup champions. Despite all that, I think Montreal has a strong chance of going through because the way they're playing right now, the way they played in these past 2 games of the round 16, the way they played in their first 2 games here in MLS at the start of the season, it seems like they're starting to become themselves. They're starting to find there's new team within themselves. They're starting to figure out how to play under Thierry Henry. I feel like Thierry Henry has figured out how he wants his players to be set up and play and whatever. And it seems like these players are getting more and more comfortable. They're on board. Thierry Henry is on board. The fans are on board. This team is looking like it has a bright future, not just in this tournament, but in the MLS season so far. And I'm excited. I will give the win here to Montreal Impact to move on to the semifinals. And who are they going to face? Well, we're going to figure it out. Is it going to be Tigres? Is it going to be New York City FC? This game, exciting game. Not the most exciting game in this whole quarterfinals. We'll get to that in a second. But to me, I think this is a tough game to call. And I think it's tough because Tigres, they didn't have the best of performance in the round of 16 against Alianza. They did lose 2-1 away from home and then came back to Mexico to just barely win 4-2. They needed a penalty from Andre Pierre-Gignac, and they needed a freaking last-minute winner from their freaking goalkeeper, Nahuel Guzman. Like, that is correct. You can't write this. You cannot write this kind of script. This was I watched that. I was like, dude, what is this tournament this year? This year's tournament is so fun-filled, so drama-filled, so controversial, so many upsets, so many close calls, last-minute winners. Crazy tournament so far, and we've only just begun. We got like 24 more games to go. Look, New York City FC, they did well against San Carlos away from home, winning 5-3 away from home. Aber scoring a freaking hat-trick. Like, when was the last time you seen an MLS team have a player score a freaking hat-trick away from home in the Concacaf Champions League? I honestly don't remember. And then they came back to New York, winning 1-0 to totally dismantle San Carlos. But they did play well in this tournament so far. But just looking at the way their season has started, 2 games in, 2 losses, and I'm worried for them because I feel like all the hype, all the form they had in this tournament kind of stayed here in the tournament and didn't carry over to the MLS season. Now, if this form stayed with them in this tournament and they still play the way they played in the round 16, then I think they will definitely get past Tigres. But just based off the most recent form, I'm gonna go ahead and give the win to Tigres to get by New York City FC and face off against Montreal in the semifinals. You guys can quote me. The next game on the list is going to be Atlanta United hosting Club America. Now, look, this game, yet another exciting game to see. These teams, of course, face off against each other in the Campeones Cup last season, with Atlanta winning over Club America and lifting the trophy for MLS. Look, this is going to be a very, very hard game to call because both of these teams kind of struggled in the round of 16, and and now Atlanta does not have Joseph Martinez. And Joseph Martinez scored in both of these games in the round of 16 against Motagua, but also Club America just barely got by against that team. So I think this game could go either way. I think if Joseph Martinez was in the team and kept that extra flair for Atlanta, I would go ahead and pick Atlanta easily. But for now, I've never done this before, but I'm going to go ahead and just give this a question mark because I feel like this game can go either way. I'm leaning more towards Club America because I feel like without Joseph Martinez in the team, Atlanta might be a little deflated or might be a little intimidated going, even away to Mexico because their first leg is away from home. They're the only MLS team who has to go away from home in the first leg. So I think like I said, without Joseph Martinez in the team, I feel like they might be a little intimidated. They might be like worried, like, yo, who's going to score goals for us? Who's going to be our main man? Like, he ain't here. So that could go against them. So for that reason, I'm out. Just kidding. For that reason, I'm going to slightly edge more towards Club America because I feel like at home against Atlanta, they might have, in the first leg, they might totally dismantle them. And then that's it. Ties over. And then who would Club America face in the semifinals? Was it going to be Cruz Azul or is it going to be LAFC? Now, this is the game everyone is freaking excited about. And for good reason. Cruz Azul, good Liga MX team. Actually, great Liga MX team, especially so far. Totally freaking getting past Port Moore. Just, almost didn't win against Port Moore. They had to score 2 last-minute injury winner goals in the first leg away in Jamaica. And then at home, totally destroying Port Moore 4-0 at home. So, they're strong at home. We all know that. LAFC losing away from home 2-0 against Club Leon. And then, totally dismantling Club Leon 3-0 at home in LA. So, the first leg is going to be in LA. So, LAFC does have the edge a little bit, I'd say. Look, they got to play the same way they played against Club Leon, but better. Okay, I feel like Cruz Azul is a better team right now in this tournament than Club Leon. It doesn't matter if they're low and if they're like towards not the top of the table in Liga MX right now. It doesn't matter because in this tournament it's different. I feel like they play different and like some of these teams or tournament teams. Like I feel like Cruz Azul is a very good tournament team. They know how to play. They know how to win. They know how to scrap out and win. And it's guys, this is gonna be a freaking terrific game to watch. It's gonna be a terrific game to follow and just be part of. Like I can only imagine how excited these LAFC fans are to see their team defeat yet another Liga MX team. But if you ask a boy Drew who you think is gonna win, dude, this is rough. But I'm gonna go ahead and say LAFC, and you guys can quote me. I think LAFC, if they lose their game away from home, doesn't matter. I feel like at home in the first leg, they're gonna want to make a statement like, yeah, we beat Club Leon at home, and you know what? We can beat you too, Cruz Azul, so let's do it. I feel like if they keep that mentality and that intensity and that hunger to really score and want to win this tournament in their first time playing it, I think they will definitely get past Cruz Azul. And then probably meet America and probably lose. Just kidding. I don't know. Look, we'll get to the semifinal predictions once they're made. But for right now, those are my quarterfinal predictions. Montreal, Tigres. Oh, wait, no. Yeah, Montreal, Tigres, Club America, and LAFC. 2 Liga MX, 2 MLS. Let's see how it turns out. But of course, please, let me know your thoughts down below. Don't forget to hit the like button down below. Don't forget to comment as well and leave your predictions down below so I can read them while I'm up late at night, every night, in my thoughts. As always, guys, thank you so much for watching. Thanks for kicking it with me, and I'll see you next time. Peace.